Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and President Donald Trump has actually rocked Elon Musk and Washington, D.C. with his latest announcement, and it's one that you better pay attention to. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please check that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica. And when you get there, please hit subscribe. Absolutely free. It really helps us out. Elon Musk has been on a tear in Washington, D.C. to the point where the bureaucracy, the senators, the Congress members, the heads of the agencies are begging for mercy. Now, you have to also understand that there's real people involved here. When you're cutting jobs, when you're taking people that are gainfully employed, good citizens, and you're taking their jobs away from them. That's a hard thing, and it might sound great to you, and it might even sound great to me, but when it comes to the actual bare bones of these people who are earning an honest living, having to go home and tell their families, I didn't do anything wrong, I just got cut, and I don't know how we're going to make ends meet, make the mortgage payment, make the rent payment, put food on the table. When it comes down to that, and you have to look at those people in the eye, it gets a lot harder. Now, people in the private sector deal with this all the time, but it doesn't make it stink any less. And so Elon Musk has faced a lot of pushback. And now President Donald Trump has said, look, we're keeping Elon on the case, but we're going to leave it to the heads of these agencies, the Pete Hegseths, the Marco Rubios, the Kristi Noems, the Pam Bondis. We're going to leave this to you guys to do something about the bloat in your agencies. But if I feel like you're not firing enough people, then Elon's going to step back in with the chainsaw. So they're definitely pulling Elon back from center stage. Make no mistake about that. And I think a lot of it is because of the pushback you're seeing at town halls, which I don't really think is organic, and the pushback you're seeing from the American people, which I do think is organic, and the fact that people don't want to see people lose their jobs. And I think you're seeing pushback. Elon's being taken off the center stage, but he's in the shadows still, and he's still going to do what he has to do. So they're on notice, the heads of the agencies. You still have to do trimming. But let's make it more kind of in line with what we need and not with, a chainsaw, more with a scalpel. Let's listen to what President Trump had to say, and let me know what you think in the comments.
The American public are really experiencing it.
I think a couple things. Number one, I do think the new cabinet secretaries said to the president, hey, we would like to have some say in this. It's perfectly fine for them to do that. And I think Trump empowering them is a good thing. There's no question, though, that Elon Musk has jump-started a conversation in this country about cutting waste, fraud, and abuse, and about, really going through line by line what we're spending. That's not a bad thing. And so if he works with the cabinet secretaries to do that, they're going to know their departments as well as anybody, and they work together. I think ultimately it will be a good thing. But I'll tell you, Donald Trump reminded us today, who's the president? Donald Trump's the president. He gives the orders. He told Elon what to do. He told the cabinet secretaries what to do, and he told them to work together on it.
Yeah, and I think that is a marked change from what has been happening. I mean, I think this seems to be an acknowledgement that mistakes have been made. And when, Susie Wiles was on Capitol Hill, she was hearing from Republicans. They were saying, when are you guys going to give us some ammunition to deal with the real mistakes that are happening, the cuts that shouldn't be happening that are then getting undone, and then people are calling us every single day about it?
So I think this is actually a little more structured than people are giving credit for. Remember, most of these secretaries are literally just getting into their offices in the last couple of weeks. Elon was appointed immediately and could actually start even before Trump took office, right? And to Scott's point, it's a great point. He has set a bar that has never been seen in Washington, but desperately needed. He said, we move fast, we move hard. And all Trump has said is, hey, now that we have our secretaries, we're going to work in partnership. He's not cutting power away from Elon. He's saying, this was the transition that was planned. Work with the secretaries. They know their teams. They're going to be able to be more surgical and strategic about it. But they set an amazing whiteboarding process that has been desperately needed. And by the way, I would always add, we wouldn't be even talking about DOGE if Congress had done their jobs over the last 25 years. There's been no accountability. There's been no cutting, cost-cutting at all.
I mean,
both Republicans and Democrats alike are responsible for the hard and fast
that is very
today.
true. I think Congress has dropped the ball completely on this. I mean, including...
And the American public thinks that, too.
Including